seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time.
Hello everyone, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this is 25 Plus Life, and well, we did it again. We're sitting, relaxing here in the great state of Vermont. And last week we showed you a great campground for adults in Moose River. Today we're going to show you what is our favorite place for when we want to go camping. This is no KOA, this is no campgrounds for adults. This is a state park in Vermont, quite frankly, one of our favorites.
And one of the first, too.
And one of the first that we've ever come to. We are in Peru, Vermont. We are at the Hapgood Pond State Park. Part of the National Forest here. This here is Site 26. This is where, when we first started our journey camping, and we took our pop-up. This is the first one of the first stops that we made. We stayed at one in Massachusetts, but this is the only campground that we've continuously come back to, especially I say over the last few years. So what makes this campground unique for us anyway is, one, this is what they call a no-frills camping. There's no hookups, there's no sewer, there's no water, there's no power. You have to be self-contained. Secondly, is probably one of the most peaceful campgrounds that we've been in as far as state parks go. This is something that, you know, we'll take you through Site 23. As you can see, a pretty ample size campground, good campsite. You know, you have your basics. You have a picnic table, and you have a fire pit. And I will say, we've made a few breakfasts on those fire pits, and they come out pretty great. Very quiet. Price-wise here, you're looking at, last time, as far as I remember, it's about $25 per night. And you basically get all the nature you can handle. There's a pond which we'll take you through. We're going to walk around the loop and show you around.
But the check-in, what is the, I don't remember the check-in.
So check-in you can do one of two ways. You can do it through the State of Vermont's website. You can just go type in Hapgood Pond and you can book your nights. Or they do have what's called first come, first serve. And you can just come in and you can pay on your, there's a little pay area. And you do it by envelope.
Is it by day use?
It's over by the day use, yeah. And we'll show you that along with the map over there. But you have little areas here. You need some water. And you can do your dishes over behind us. As far as luxuries go, you have a pit toilet, and we'll take you through here and see if there's anybody in here. Yeah, we'll probably show you the next one because that one was a little bit dirty.
And they're usually really not.
And they are, and keep in mind this is Memorial Day weekend, so this place was packed. Everybody's starting to clear out now. So the grounds crew will come in and they'll pick this up a little bit. As far as on staff, there's really not much here. There's no park rangers that man the place. There's no gate to get in and out. There are volunteer camp hosts. It's normally out at the beginning. We're kind of walking this loop backwards. to give you an idea of what's here. But this is nature.
It's a little narrower than I remember. Well,
Trying to
because
get-
we only
yeah.
had the suitcase on wheels.
When we first came through here, we had our pop-up.
Yeah.
So obviously a pop-up getting through here with the big truck, the pop-up piece of cake. Getting through with our micro mini, not a problem. We can just pull up over here. This is one of their trail systems that loops around the entire park. Goes around the pond. Carrie and I have done that. And it's actually a pretty enjoyable little hike. And I will say, we've been here a few times throughout the season in previous years, and it's one of those places that even we've been here in the end of August, where it's 90 degrees everywhere else, but here's always been a very cool and like evenly temperatured place. It's kind of hard to explain. When we look back over our trips and pictures, and we're like, wow, we're wearing hoodies in the middle of August. It's crazy, but very decent here. As far as location inside of Vermont, you're only a hop, skip, and a jump over to Manchester. And Bennington, I believe, is about 20 miles south. For reference, you're about an hour away from Brattleboro, Vermont.
Yep.
So not bad at all. Again, more of those pit-style toilets. And there also is, over in the day use area, there's a shower. And they have, flush toilets and stuff like that. When we came here with the pop-up, obviously with no bathroom in that, we used the day use area for showers. It worked out quite nicely.
Yeah.
So, no issues there. I apologize, a little heavy breathing. Allergy season. And it's wreaking havoc on us. But you get an idea of the setups here. These are, the average sites. Off to this side here is mostly where, it's like a first come, first serve. You can reserve some of these, but most of these are what's left open for first come, first serve. And these here,
They're not horrible.
they're not horrible at all. And, it's basically a straight shot. And you have the same amenities, the picnic table, fire pit. But this is it. And again, can't stress enough as far as the campground goes, it's incredibly quiet. They do have the pond here, which we're going to take you walk down there and show you that. As I mentioned, great for kayaking.
Yep.
In fact, that was one of our first trips with our kayaks. We had come back up here and stayed again, brought the kayaks with us. Kayak through there. There's fishing. Although Carrie and I have never caught a fish here. We've never so much as had a bite
I
here.
haven't seen anyone catch a fish.
No,
yet
I've seen
at the
people
time that
fishing,
we've
but
been
I've never
here.
seen anybody come
Yeah.
back and say, hey, we caught anything. But they do have a pavilion. They also have big picnic tables. You want to do a family reunion, stuff
There's
like
a
that.
lot of that.
And definitely a lot of rentals for that and stuff like that. But other than that, it's great. Satellite coverage inside the actual camping spots, because of overhead coverage, you're not getting a lot of satellite TV. As far as Xfinity cell phone service, which I believe is the Verizon. So up here, I'm getting about 1 bar of LTE. When we had US Cellular, when we first started coming up here, there's pretty much no service at all. AT&T is a little spotty. But again, this is Vermont camping, and this is what it should be. There's plenty of places in the state, such as Moose River, where we were last week, that have all of that extra stuff. But as far as camping, and when you think Vermont, this is it right here. So I can't say enough good things about it. And Carrie and I have
love
had
it here.
amazing experiences here. So
There's some information
So-
over here.
a single site, I actually apologize, a single site's $20 per night, and plus tax will bring it up to around that $20, $25 use. Day use is open from sunrise to sunset. And then as far as if you're coming in, you can just pull into the campsite as long as it's not reserved. You fill out an envelope, you put in the pay envelope into this little box over here, and you stay. And then as far as if you want to reserve,
or first come, first serve.
yep. So there you go. Perfect. 1 through 8, like Carrie said, is first come, first serve.
I didn't know that.
9 through 28 available for reservations at least 4 days in advance. And you can do that right on recreation.gov. They are pet friendly, and they give you all the information here as far as
Wow.
how to do that. So there you go.
Firewood, water, food.
And then as far as firewood, they're, this is one of the state parks, I will say, that firewood, we've never had an issue getting here. There's little stores, mom and pop stores throughout the area that sell it. But they've also, every time we've been here, they put out
There's chunks
of firewood everywhere. And you can see they share. And you can have fire for days. And you can have, and they're all scattered throughout the things.
Isn't
But,
the stool?
so as a matter of fact,
Isn't that?
one of the we came here when they were cutting down some trees. I think I should go down this way through the field. We came here one year and they were cutting down a whole bunch of trees, and they gave us a couple of chunks of wood, and we've actually turned one of them into a stool for us. Lots of sanding, lots of polyurethane and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it came out beautiful.
It looks nice. It's probably one of our fondest memories of being here. We're gonna walk down this way here, take you through the field,
Really?
and so we had this running joke about snakes and stuff being through here. One year we came through here and it had been after some really bad rains, and normally this field is all mowed and everything. Again, this is the start of the season, but this was all flooded, and one of the park rangers had told us watch out for snakes, and we just thought it was comical, but it gets a little moist and a little snaky. But other than that, we've never had an issue. Wildlife here, besides some ducks every so often you see them in the pond, I've never seen of any bears.
No.
I've never encountered any of that. And normally if there's bears in this area, they will, just be careful, the ground's a little mushy. They will provide you with those bear lockout boxes. I've never seen them here, so we should be okay as far as that goes. The ground is a little squishy, and I think Carrie's gonna get mad at me in a minute, so we might have to cut out and cut back in because the ground's getting a little soggy. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna take you back, and this is the things you don't see in the behind the scenes videos. It's not all about quick editing, folks. It's about getting out there and exploring. And sometimes you got to go in and come back out because you don't belong there. But as far as peaceful settings, this is it. Can't say enough good things, and it's a very good example of what Vermont camping up here is like. And again, you're right off the National Forest, and yeah, it's great. Now, if you're into shopping, you want to do all that. I said before, Manchester's right down the road. Manchester has all your outlets.
Yeah.
They have, the Bass outlets. They have, there's another one. It's a big fishing thing. I can't remember for the life of me. I can't remember. It might be the Bass outlet. But if you're into fly fishing, there's a whole plethora of stuff up there. Normally I take you in and show you the men's room and stuff. It might be a little bit difficult just because it is such a busy weekend with out-of-state traffic that I might not be able to sneak in there.
So we're gonna check out the facilities here because I'm not ending this without seeing the showers and stuff, because not everybody wants to do their business in a pit toilet. Am I right? Okay. So here's the showers. They're handicap accessible. More showers. Not so bad, but just very basic.
But as promised, we're going to take you down to the pond and show you. But here, it's only about 80 degrees out Memorial Day weekend, and we were actually surprised to see how many people were in there swimming, because I don't think that water could be more than 50 degrees. So quite surprising. But the day use area on high traffic weekends, as you can see from the parking lot, can be pretty busy. A lot of that is New Yorkers, people from Jersey, Massachusetts, so places as far away as Virginia, Texas. So they do come out here, and as you can see, we're not going to spy on that family, but they have a family reunion going there. We're going to let them dine in peace, unless they want to share a burger with me. So I am kind of hungry, but that's okay. And here, through the trees, you can see the beach. I'm going to take you along the side of it so that we're not spying on people, because nobody wants to be those people. But, and way off in the distance, but I don't know if you can make that out, but there are people out there canoeing and kayaking, and they're having a jolly time. That's what we're going to assume they're having a jolly time. Nobody wants to assume they're having a bad time, right? They're having a jolly time.
Yep, jolly.
And again, we've done this hike around the pond a couple of times, and it's very peaceful, and it's just really well set up. My only complaint, if there was a complaint for this place, is I really wish they would throw some fish in there. Either that, or I need to become a better fisherman, because I've never caught anything. And it's really sad, because we've really tried.
We've never seen anyone though. No, but you know, it's one of those things. You know, what happens? But yeah, when you pull in the parking lot, this is where you're, for the day use area. This is basically the same setup. If you want to do this for the day, it's only $5 per car. And if you walk in or you bicycle in and you just want to do it, it's $2 for the day. Really cheap. Especially when you're in the area and you just want to cool off. A great little pond. And it gets you used to the day facilities, the restrooms, and the whoozy what's-its, and they're
and the showers.
Really, really clean.
Yeah, it was very clean. Never had an issue with that. And I think they locked down the bathrooms overnight. I'm not quite sure.
We've been in pretty late.
I would say I want to say that we've taken a shower there around 11 o'clock at night, and we were fine. But anyhow, this is the water I wanted to show you here, and we're going to take you down just a little bit of the path here, wrap this video up. So we're running it a little bit longer than normal, but here, great little spots to attempt fishing and all that stuff, and again, canoeing, kayaking, stuff like that.
So when we were here and we were kayaking, didn't we go off
launched
this
from
area?
Yep.
Where all the wood is now?
We launched, last time we were here kayaking, we launched from this corner. There was no big piles of wood there at the time, but I think back where I just showed you would probably be the best place to launch. And yeah, we launch right in and poof. It was great. I'm gonna walk up here to this day use area and we'll wrap this up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is, we've been kind of hesitant about doing this video because this is one of those things that's like, on the subject of fishing, lost Carrie, here we go.
I'm right here.
You know, when you find a good fishing spot, the last thing you want to do is announce it to the world that you found a good fishing spot, because then everybody takes your spot. So we're kind of hesitant about saying anything about this campground, because it's one of those that, I mean, obviously you can find it, but it's one of those that it's kind of ours.
It was our special spot.
But the more we do these videos and more people ask us, you know, hey, when you want to get off the traveling thing and you want to camp, where do you camp? What's your recommendations? And this is always one that was first in mind. So we're happy to share that with you guys. If you made it this far in the video, we appreciate it. So if you haven't already, you made it this far in the video, we kindly ask that you give us a thumbs up. If you found something useful here and you want to see more things like this for the 2022 season in New England, camping, stuff like that, we ask you to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bells, because Carrie,
Yeah.
we're hitting that 875 mark on our way to 900, which is close to 1,000. And we're happy to share that with you guys. So that's it from Hapgood Pond Recreation Area in beautiful Peru, Vermont. I'm Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this has been 25 Plus Life. We'll catch you next time.